Hi, I'm Nathan Yamnis, and this is Crash Course APUSH, and today we'll be looking at two influential figures during the Gilded Age that shaped American history as well as politics.
Mr. Yamas, is this one of the boring video projects Mr. Cumming requires you to do in order to gain a better understanding of the time period?
Oh, me from the past, you already know I really don't like making these videos, but if we continue not wanting to put in the extra effort right now, we're just going to shoot ourselves in the foot when the AP test comes around in May. So these two men both successfully passed legislation through Congress, which at the time was a very corrupt body. However, that's another topic for another video. It's getting pretty late at night now, so let's begin with Upton Sinclair. He was born on September 20th, 1878, and he joined the Socialist Party from 1902 till 1934. In 1904, he began an undercover research for his novel, The Jungle, and published it later in 1906. It focused on bringing awareness to the abuses of immigrant labor, but ending up bringing public awareness to the unhygienic practices in the meatpacking industries. Jack London said that The Jungle was Uncle Tom's Cabin of wage labor. Less positively, Upton Sinclair said that, "I aimed for the public's heart, and by accident, I hit the stomach." His book helped pass the Meat Inspection Act and the Pure Food and Drug Act. Theodore Roosevelt opposed the legislation proposed by Sinclair, seen as too socialist. This led him to run for Congress seats in 1920 and 1922. However, he failed in both attempts. Later, him and his family moved to California, and here he helped found the chapter for American Civil Liberties Union, or the ACLU. Upton Sinclair later ran for California governor as a Democrat under the banner of End Poverty in California, or EPIC. However, he lost the 1934 elections due to his rivals portraying him as a staunch communist. This forced him to abandon politics, but he continued at writing and promoting his socialist beliefs, such as EPIC. You know, younger me, if there's one person a socialist despises the most, it would have to be the fat capitalistic cats, which brings us to our next figure in history, John D. Rockefeller. John D. Rockefeller was born on July 8, 1839. At the age of 16, he got a job as a bookkeeper, and his first salary was only 50 cents. However, in the first 3 months, he made $50, which is approximately $1,000 in today's money. Rockefeller was a philanthropist even when he was 16, donating 6% of what he earned. His preacher told him to make as much money as he could and then give away as much as he could, which he took to heart. This led him to found Standard Oil, which owned nearly 90% of all the oil businesses in the whole world in the 1870s. At Rockefeller's peak, his net worth was estimated to be $336 billion in today's money. He attributed this success to his wife, Laura Friedman, an abolitionist and a philanthropist as well. He gave nearly 10% of all his incomes to colleges, Baptist churches, missionaries, and abolitionists. However, the most impressive donation he has ever given was $250 million to Johns Hopkins School of Hygiene and Public Health. John D. Rockefeller later built the Rockefeller Center in 1931, and at the time was the largest private construction to the day. However, his monopoly also gave Congress a reason to pass the Sherman Antitrust Act in order to break up his massive monopoly on Standard Oil into 93 different companies. However, since he had a share in most of them, his wealth only grew. John D. Rockefeller was seen as the ultimate symbol of corporate greed by the press. However, he stated that however cold-hearted he may seemed, it was all purely business. Well, speaking of business, hopefully we'll all remember next Monday when we take our test for Key Period 6, regardless of the grade that we're given, not to attack Mr. Cummings, because in the end, he's only doing his job. Thanks for watching. Crash Course APUSH was produced and directed by yours truly. The script supervisor was my amazing mother, and the associate producer was my good friend Daniel Brown. This project was demanded by my high school teacher, David Cummings, as well as my trained grade. And all the edits that have been seen were done at 3 o'clock in the morning. Thank you for watching Crash Course APUSH, and stay legend, wait for it, dairy.